hearing it, the complaints now.
Ouch.
Ouch, but just, this is the hill where the very first car we came travelling in, when it got to the top, it kind of died on us.
We found ourselves a wonderful little rest stop on our way from Brisbane to Sydney. And as you can see, we've got our car in the background. Whoops. I'll just let the person with the caravan get out of the way. And oops, it is starting to rain. So I'm going to have to dash back to the car now. As you can see, it was a bit wet. I think I've just had my wake-up shower.
In 600 metres, use the left lane to take the slip road to B62.
Well, we've finally made it down the road from Brisbane. The intention was to get halfway towards Armidale in New South Wales, but we didn't quite make it. As you may see earlier, we just basically fell asleep in a rest stop, and that was a warning sign that maybe we're tired and we need to call it quits for today. So we have just moved into a place called Grafton, and we had no idea what Grafton was like, but wow, it's actually a really quaint historical town. We've actually seen an Indian takeaway on our way in. Sorry, not a takeaway. Well, it was, but it's also a restaurant in a sandstone building that looks absolutely gorgeous. I think it used to be a bank, but we're now going to try and get into that tonight if we can for an Indian, now that we're back in Australia. So we'll see if that works out, because it is Anzac Day, so there is a possibility it's closed, and that's fine. We'll get something else. But we've been very lucky with this place. We're only supposed to have a standard room, but they've run out, so they've upgraded us to the deluxe, which is absolutely fantastic. I shall just give you a quick tour. Sorry for my little mobile phone positioning, but as you can see, it's pretty cool. So I think we really landed on our feet with this one, and we also got the little birdies chirping outside, which is just a bonus. So we can now relax for the evening and then get back on the road tomorrow to potentially make the final leg of our journey back to Sydney. That's probably about 500 kilometres away from here. So we're not too sure we'll make it, but we'll see how it goes. If not, we've still got a day spare to get back before I have to go back to work, and Paul needs to go back to uni.
Hello.
You're a bit tired today, aren't you?
I don't know what's wrong with me. It's like, I've got no energy. I think it's because I've been away from McDonald's for at least a week now.
Don't laugh, we may be going there tonight if the Indian's closed.
Yeah, I'll Google see if the Indian's open, but otherwise it's KFC. I'd rather go to the Indian now, but it's just round the corner, so it's nice here, isn't it?
It is really beautiful here. We were so lucky we got an upgrade.
We got an upgrade, yeah.
Yeah, so
I think I wouldn't expect a quiet night though. These wasn't paper thin, you know.
Great.
I can hear the whole conversation. Yeah, don't go whispering me your password for your internet, will you? Because I can hear it all. They'll have it next door. But yeah, so it's nice though. Nice rain.
Oh yeah.
Birds were tweeting, did you hear them? But now they've stopped.
Yeah, they've stopped now. But
In a minute.
yeah, we were hoping to actually be in the tent, but that didn't quite work out because, as you can tell from the rain, it's too much trouble to get into the rooftop tent. So
I'm going to go and have a shave in a minute and get changed. Find out about the Indian restaurant. Am I talking or not?
yes,
I'm talking.
you're talking.
Okay. Action.
Action.
Okay, so we're in
Grafton.
Grafton. Yeah, I knew that. No, I didn't. I've forgotten again. Yeah, we're in Grafton, New South Wales. We are on Saturday.
Friday, but Nick, close enough.
Friday, it sounds like day, so a lot of things are closed, but the Indian here in Grafton is open. And so far we've had the chicken tikka, the starters, and it was really good. So I'm looking forward to getting into this, which is chicken and sarg. So nice.
Yep, that's right.
And taka dal mixed, peshwari naan, and rice.
Wow.
We'll let you know what it's like. You know that I like my curry. My dream is McDonald's starts doing curry bread.
No, we've had enough of those.
I didn't mean that. Right, I'm getting into
Tuck
it.
in.
So. Oh, that's
That good.
That's good. And it's
Oh no, so we can't stay around tomorrow.
have a milkshake breakfast from the 1950s.
What a shame.
Look at this rain behind us. It's like, look at it bouncing off the pavement though. It's madness. It's not stop raining for days, dude. It's Australia, man.
Yeah, I know.
We've got plenty of rain in Manchester. I don't need any here.
Wow. We've got to go home in
I'm
this.
going to go home in this. I don't even know where the car is.
Somewhere around there, I think.
Yeah, I have no idea where the hotel is, but we'll find it.
That's the next fun.
So we've come out to the curry place, and it was good. My review is it was good.
Yes.
You know? It was
Indian.
hot.
It was hot. Indian
Yeah.
cottage, they call
Indian
it, in
cottage,
Grafton.
You go to these places and they always say, do you want it like, you know, how do you want it, medium or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Because they cater to the Western taste, it's never that hot, is it? You
No.
know? But this one was hot. It was spicy. It took me back to the good old days of when we used to go to Birmingham, where it's probably, let's face it, some of the best curry we've ever had was in Birmingham. Although the one at Bombay Airport was pretty damn good. So, is it Bombay Airport?
It was Delhi.
Delhi Airport.
Just the other part of the country, but you know, your directions are even worse than
I
mine.
told you before, geography, maths, not PE, not sports, not my best subjects at school. Where are we, Zara?
We're, oh yeah, we're in Armadale Road. Whoa.
Just reverse back a bit, just a bit of this place. Yeah, our parking system's gone crazy today.
On our very last day, we were at Grafton last night and we had a fantastic Indian takeaway. And this morning we had an early start and we're now on the road. And so we've been on this windy, twisty road and it's been absolutely beautiful. Hello.
Hello, who are you talking to?
I'm just talking to myself. No,
Talking to
I'm
yourself
talking
again.
to you out there.
She's talking to you guys out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, yeah.
It is fantastic, yeah. I think we've kind of made our own stop here. I'm hoping it's legal. But yes, it's just here at the top of a mountain in the forest and we're just listening to the bird song and having a little bit of a break with some drink and nuts. Before
We're heading over the top of the hill to a place called Thunderbolt Way. Is it Thunderbolt Way?
Yes,
Yeah.
Thunderbolt Way.
which is the best name ever. But we haven't even got to it yet. So
No,
we've been over Thunderbolt Way before, haven't we?
we have.
And the car didn't make it. So this is a bit of a test.
Yes, not this car,
Not this car, no.
but the one we were originally going to go
Yes.
overlanding with.
It failed to proceed.
Yes, that's all.
So we are going to try this one out. See
Yes.
what happens with this. But so far over this hill, which is probably worse than Thunderbelt Way, because it's very twisty where we are.
Is.
It's been fine.
Just listening to the bird song. Not the best time to try and video when we're jumping up and down.
It's a bit bumpy, this road.
Yes.
It is only a B road, but it's a good road. It's beautiful.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Look at that tree. But
Oh,
yeah, it shows you the benefit of coming down off the beaten track, as we say,
Yes.
off the path.
We could have been on the Pacific Highway
Yes.
and rushed it from Brisbane to Sydney in, I don't know, 8 hours.
So, yes.
But instead this is going to take more like 12 hours.
Yeah. We get to come this way. It's lovely. It's been a bit potholy, but it's not to be expected.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so apologies for that up and down, but I thought you may want to
Yeah,
see
so
the back
heading
roads.
to Armadale, which is like 90 k's away, which is north of Sydney by about 6 hours or something like that.
Yes, but it's a lovely country town.
Lovely country town,
We-
it's inland.
Yeah, we've been there once before, but I forgot what it looks like, so it would be great to revisit it freshly again. It's beautiful.
Australian little town.
Yeah, Wiltshire.
It's closed.
When do you know that you're in the country? When it's full of troop carriers. Oh my god, I'm like absolute heaven. This is exactly what I want for my overland trip. Well, maybe not the Ute version, but definitely the same make. So we're here in Wiltshire for a little break before we head on further towards Sydney. Last time we were here, we were in another red car that you may see in our previous videos, and that was the original car that we were going to go overlanding with. But unfortunately, it started to cause problems at this point when we did our test run. So we decided to limp along to Brisbane, which was the plan. It was Sydney to Brisbane then, and of course it didn't make it. And that was the realization that we needed another car.
Well, we're here again.
Yes, so we've made it to the summit of Thunderbolt Way.
Yes.
And it's a magnificent view, just part of the Barrington Top Range out there. It's brilliant.
Yeah. So welcome back to the channel. The last time we did a video at this spot was a year ago.
Yes.
Probably. And we were just here where Chanel is now in a red car.
Yeah. Yeah.
A completely different car.
Yes.
And this is about as far as it made it, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that was like our sort of trial run before we started our overland trip.
And it failed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now we've gone full circle.
We've done a video of that, so go and search for it. But we got to this point here and literally like all the alarms was going off and everything. It was just too much for it because this is really steep to get up these hills, you know, it's really steep hills, as I will show you with the footage. But we got here and we had to stay like an hour or two for everything to just calm down again, didn't we? There was a guy pulled up and was talking to us and you know, and he was like, oh, it's just so far that way, you know, and but this was like the beginning of the end really for that particular car, because after this it got worse.
It did.
You know.
Yes, and you know, like I said, we were trying to do this as a trial run before we start our overland trip, and because it didn't make it, it meant that we had to buy another car.
Chanel.
Good old Chanel. And Chanel has made it up no problems, and it's just come back from our overland trip to Iceland and beyond. So it's almost kind of like a whole circle round, isn't it? Yeah, we kind of started at this point before the trip, and now at the end we're back here.
Yeah, so it's like a full loop. This is where we came on the trial run. We've come at it backwards this time. We've come up that way instead of this way, but we're back to where we started, aren't we? Now, and we're heading back to Sydney today. This is where we're going. We're going home today. You know, so we've got another what, 400 kilometres to Sydney,
something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
It's not too bad.
It's not too bad yet. It's getting late. It's about 4. Ooh, come on. And then we'll go. This is the car that killed the Land Rover. Oh, Paul said
no.
it. He said it. I'm going to get the complaints now.
Ouch.
Ouch. But just for editing purposes, this is the car. This is the hill where the very first car we came travelling in. When it got to the top, it kind of died on us.
Or as you'd say, failed to proceed.
Failed to proceed. Yes. So that was the end of it really. Everything was going hunky dory. We were all singing tunes and eating jelly and ice cream until we got to the top of the hill, and every alarm we had went off. And this was the hill, you know. Yes. Which we've done several times now in different cars. This is a Lexus. The previous one was a Land Cruiser. Not saying anything, but you know.
No. And the other one began with an L too.
Yes, that began with an L as well. And you know, what can you say, you know? But that's the way it is, I guess, with these things.
Yes.
But you know, we sold the car, that particular car, prettiest car we've ever owned.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. We sold it. We bought this. 2 weeks after we bought this, we put it in a shipping container. What was it? 2.5 months after that, we were travelling Scandinavia in it.
Yes.
So. And now, what, 6 months later, we're back.
We're back.
In the same spot.